After last year's schedule predictions, we did a great prediction last year. We're right back at you this year. Let's get it. Minnesota Vikings fans, NFL fans, anybody who watches our channel fans. Let's go, baby.
We're back.
Me and Anelly back in the studio, back in the Hero Spell Studios to give you our Minnesota Vikings first look at the schedule for the 2023-2024 season. How many games are going to win? How many games are going to lose? This is our first go-through. Like we've kind of talked about a couple games, but this is our first time
together,
sitting down,
looking at the schedule, breaking it down individually. So let's do it.
We got a lot of tough ones on here. Going to get into that in about 5 minutes, but first, we're just going to talk about some things the Vikings did this offseason. Going into the season, kind of some interesting topics here. So we got rid of a lot of guys this year.
Veterans gone, man.
Yeah, all gone. We got Thielen gone, Kendrick's gone. Who else is off the top of my head? Who else?
There's some guys out there. I mean, it's a new look team.
It's a lot of young guys on the team. I think we're one of the youngest guys on the team. Or on the Patrick Peterson gone. A lot of top guys that have been Vikings for a long time. That Dalvin Cook that unfortunately had to get ready for this new season here. So the young guys got to step up, man. If they want to win 14. Or 13, like they did last year, they gotta have these young guys step up, bro.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure last year we did our breakdown predictions, right? And what did we say? 12-5. They ended up going 13-4. So that's kudos to us because that's pretty close. I don't know. I mean, we obviously know. I mean, we're obviously not perfect on the wins and losses.
We actually won
games,
more.
But yeah. So that's pretty close. So we're gonna hopefully break this down this year. Hopefully we have a winning record, a playoff record, and hopefully it's a good winning divisional record. And get this road on the show. We got football here in a couple days.
Yeah, 2 days. We got the Chiefs and the Lions in a couple days. We're shooting this on Tuesday. That game's on Thursday. So football is right around the corner, man.
It's back, man. I've been waiting a long time.
The one thing I say about like football though is that once football season starts, the weather starts getting colder. So it's kind of like that. And summer's been fun, hot.
It's over now. It's football time.
We're gonna need a couple more weekends of hot probably weather here, but then it's gonna start coming down. Oops, the snow's gonna start coming down. We'll make sure to cut that out the video. But I love it, man. You can't beat football season, even though the weather is going to be a little colder. So super excited. We got one of the guys here, Ivan Pace Jr., undrafted free agent we got from the College Cincinnati that had a very exceptional year last year. Made the team.
He did. He made the team, surprised a lot of heads. He surprised me. I mean, obviously I knew of him a little bit. As far as, going undrafted, and they were potentially saying that it was a shocker that he went undrafted because he put up a crazy amount of stats his senior year. But, he went undrafted. Vikings picked him up. Now he's making a huge noise because he made the team, and now he's going to be playing a role in a starter role. So he's obviously doing something right. And
beat a lot of guys out.
And the new D coordinator, Matt Flores, right?
Brian Flores.
Brian Flores, yep. So he's obviously liking what he's seeing, so it's go time.
I've heard he's got Harrison Smith kind of splitsing a little bit.
He's going to get that blitz packages back what we were used to with Zimmer. So Harrison loved that stuff.
I miss that, man. I miss that. Hopefully that happens this year and it's not just clickbait.
Yeah, for real. So.
Because when he blitzes, good things happen. I remember that a couple years ago. We can't
on the
forget
edge, up the middle. It didn't matter. When you send him, he's coming and he's hungry.
You see his big sleeveless arms flail across, get the quarterback.
He ain't named Hitman for nothing.
No, that's why they named him. That's why they named him Hitman. Yep. Please sack some people this year, Harry, for us if you're watching this, bro.
He will.
We know you want to. Just let's see. The fans need it, man.
Harry the Hitman.
The fans need it. TJ Hawkinson, man, if you're watching this, congratulations. You got paid, brother.
Yep. Well-deserved, too.
Yep, 4 years, $66 million. Hell yeah, well-deserved.
Highest paid tight end currently, and, like I said, a lot of people, I was actually kind of shocked on the amount of money he got, but then again, you think about it, he's put up the numbers. He's young. He's only 26 years old, so he's basically in his prime, and you just can't find tight ends at, that elite level anymore. So you do what you got to do to spend the money to go get him.
I'm happy he's on our squad. So. Yeah, because we were kind of looking for a tight end, but we got one now for the next 4 years. I'm excited to see what he can do for us. I know we didn't win that wild card game last year, but still, he had 10 for 100 something.
I mean, he put up some numbers. I mean, regardless, as soon as he hit Minnesota, he put up numbers. So that just goes to show he's a proven tight end in this league. And, it's now you got paid, so it's go time, You're going to be Kirk's, number one safety blanket. So
let's go, TJ. I know you like the Wild,
obviously, too. JJ, is the number one receiver, and they're going to be throwing to him a lot. But like I just said, he's going to be his number one safety blanket. So
exactly. You made sure you wanted to sneak that in there, the safety blanket.
The safety blanket, because, when Kirk's looking downfield, what does he do? He panics.
Yep.
Everybody knows this as a Vikings fan. We love Kirk Cousins. But he sometimes panics. When he panics, what does he do? He checks down. Doesn't matter what side it is. It's always a tight end normally, 9 times out of 10. Otherwise, it's a running back. So that check down safety blanket is going to be T.J. Hawkinson this year. So he is definitely going to feast.
Let's go. He sees him. He's gonna be he's obviously his biggest target.
Yep.
So he kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Like you got the deep, the
deep
new
threat.
deep three or whatever, the new 3 receivers.
Yep. 3 deep, 2.0.
Yep. Is this finally going to be the 2.0 year of 3 deep? Yep. I think so. We got some good guys.
Yep. We'll see.
We shall see. On that money note, though, JJ here's got to make some money too, right?
Yep. I mean, he's got to get paid, and
I think he should get paid.
I believe it's going to happen.
Top receiver in the league should get paid, right?
It should. He's 99 overall in Madden, so it's time to get that money. That endorsement money ain't cutting it enough, obviously. So it's time to get cha-ching paid.
It's inevitable. He's got to get paid, man.
But he's going to get paid. Like I said, I was just telling Veggie, a little bit ago.
Yep.
Kwesi just, basically stated, in this offseason, he doesn't want to be GM if that man's not on this roster, so therefore he's gonna have to get that money. So
I want that as my GM. If I hear that like pop fires.
That's your best
up,
player on the team, so he knows what needs to happen. It's gonna happen, and I think it's gonna happen before this Sunday. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was telling Veggie on the way here, I've seen reports of like 4 years, 120 some million. It's gonna be 30 some million a year. Well deserved. Tyreek gets 30 right now, and JJ's better than Tyreek. I'm not arguing with anybody.
Yeah, right. He's the best in the. I wouldn't. He's the best in the league.
You gotta pay him.
I mean, if anybody's like, oh, so and so's better. So sorry, bro. Like, there's a lot of respectable arguments that people would say, oh yeah, like he's better.
But this man stepped footed in this league, and he hasn't let go of the pedal since. He's only pressed the pedal down further. So
ever since that Tennessee 100%. Week 3 when he went, I think that was 3 years ago now. The Tennessee Week 3, his rookie season when he broke that tackle on the sidelines and the first gritty.
He was different.
That was his dad. Yeah, ever since that game,
he's gone up.
Man, he is. I remember that week after that. It was the Falcons game where he went off. They still got killed. That was when Zimmer was the coach, and that's when he got fired that year after. But he stepped in this league, and he has made noise ever since.
It took him 3 years, and now in EA Sports Madden, he's 99 overall. That just
crazy
paints the picture alone.
For those that don't know, you got to play Madden. If you're a 99, that means you are a stud. They give you a chain.
Yeah, gold cleats, everything.
Yeah. I wish I could participate for one. Too bad I'm not that good.
Right.
But we can talk about the good players in our finally the 2023-2024 Vikings schedule reaction.
Let's break it down.
Let's do it, man. If you guys watched this last year, 12-5. We
really
said
close.
we were going to be 12-5, but we're actually 13-4.
Mm-hmm. It's one game off. I mean, how close can you get? I mean, obviously you can get
right
on,
now,
but that's hot. That's money if you ask me. So I say we start breaking it down, and we look at the first game coming up this Sunday. It's a noon game, obviously against the Bucs. Baker Mayfield's coming in, and you got to just mark it as an easy dub.
If we don't,
it's hard to say easy dubs.
Game,
obviously, what happened last year with the amount of one possession games, but
yeah, exactly. It's still the NFL. There's not going to be an easy win in any faucet. So you got to start off week 1 with the dub. Definitely more than capable to do it. Like to your point, it's the Bucs. It's a noon game. Like Kirk at home at noon. Come on.
I would like to see this Sunday what we did last year, week 1 against Green Bay. 100% team domination.
I heard this thing where if JJ gets some amount of yards in this game, then he'll break the record for the most receiving yards in like 4 seasons for a rookie or something. So
wouldn't surprise me.
He
breaks records. That's what he's known for.
He was record breaking last year, so he's got to do it again this year, right? W week 1. Quick turnaround Thursday night football, so we only get a 4-day break here. And we play not the defending Super Bowl champions, the NFC representatives in the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Eagles. That's sitting here. That's not easy to say yes to.
It's not. But then again, it's kind of a coincidence that the schedule makers made this the same game as
it's the same as last year.
We played week 2 against Philly at Philly, a prime game. we're doing it again. I know you probably want to look at it as a loss, but, me as a strong Vikings fan, I don't know, dude. I honestly think they come in and shock the world, to be honest with you. I mean,
TJ makes that catch that
Irv didn't make, and, and I think Kirk Cousins, I don't know.
That was a turning point.
For some reason, I just see them going into, Philly and shocking the world and showing that, they were slept on all offseason. Nobody talked about the Vikings. They got Detroit as, the division favorites, and Vikings were a 13-win team. We don't understand what happened, but
we just lost to Dalvin Cook and a couple guys. 100%. Like, it doesn't matter, right?
We still had our core guys, but I would mark it as a W if you're cool with that.
I already got it. Yeah, you didn't even have to say it. I had it written down in ink and pen, so I can't erase it.
Let's do it.
2-0. Start the season. That's pretty encouraging going into week 3.
It is.
I mean, I'll mark that as a W too against the LA Chargers. Like, I mean, it's a home game. There's not going to be a single
game. Herbert's coming in, and it is a noon game. You got to look at these times with Kirk Cousins. You definitely look at these times. Yep. I do like it as a win. I think it's going to be a very close one. I could see us losing this game potentially.
I can see it too. Like, I believe we can, but it'd be if we beat ourselves.
I think it'd be a squeak out type of game. A game-winning field goal game. We can mark it as a W. Starting 3-0. I know the NFL fans out there are probably not going to like that.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's do it. Let's start it out 3-0.
We're kind of biased as Vikings fans, so don't. I know that if a Bears fan was like, "Oh hell no," they're
Packers fan or something.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
There's gonna be, but we love the hate.
Yep.
You'll see us at the end of this season. Last year we were dead on, so
pretty much.
So
week 4 at Carolina,
and that's at Carolina.
Yep, I think this is a humble game. I think we're hot 3-0 going to this game. I think we lose this one. I really
Adam Thielen revenge game.
Bryce Young's,
that would
stud.
be crazy.
And I got my homeboy. He's a big Carolina fan. He actually wants me to go to this game with him. I haven't decided yet or not, but
ooh, that'd be nice.
It's tough for me to swallow this, but I truly think this is a humble game. If we're gonna start out 3-0, I think we get humbled here.
No, I mean Carolina's got players. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got players. I mean,
on the defensive side too, Burns. They got good guys.
I think we mark this as L. I think we do.
Hopefully we eat our words.
Yep.
I do like that as an L though, honestly. I think we can, like, if we start 4-0, that'd be insane.
Yep.
Headed into Kansas City week 5.
Because I'm sure they're probably gonna end up having a good record going in that game.
And this game's already kind of it's like mini flexed. It's already at 3:25
CBS.
Yep, on Central Standard Time. So what's his name? Jim Nantz is going to be announced now with Tony Romo. It's going to be a big game. It's a primetime game.
That's another humble game. Honestly, I think this is more of a humble game. I think Kansas City honestly comes in and just mollywops us.
I mean, they should, yeah.
Like I said, I hate saying this. I'm swallowing my pride right now. But really, I legit think, we can start out 3-0.
Yep.
And I think we get humbled the next 2 weeks. And, we're looking at 3-2. So.
Can I mark the L? But if Kelsey does not... if he's, like, say, more injured than people think he is and he doesn't play, does that change your opinion on the outcome of this game?
This is Mahomes we're talking about coming into an indoor
Jared
stadium.
McKinnon.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like you're betting on Brady or you're betting on Rodgers. You got to bet on Mahomes, and it's tough for me to say with them playing the Vikings, but I think Kansas City comes in.
They should. I mean, nobody has the Vikings winning this game, even if Kelsey is
They'll probably come into this game at least 7-point underdogs minimum, I would imagine.
Unless we're 4-0.
Then it might be 1.5 underdogs. We're still going to be underdogs, I think, to be honest with you.
100%. Yeah. Unless some crazy stuff happens with Kansas City, we're definitely going to
So, we're looking at 3-2 right now within the first 5 weeks, and, I'm okay
still
with
not
that
bad.
record.
Yeah, I mean, the NFC North isn't that good. Yeah. The NFC, there's some good teams, but I think in the NFC, you got to have, 9 wins to get in the playoffs. AFC is more like 10, sneaking at that 7 position, but NFC is probably 9. 3-2, definitely a lot of time to win games. One of them should be the week after at Chicago. I think you win that.
You do go in there.
Okay, that's at Chicago, though, Soldier Field.
Kirk Cousins goes into Soldier Field, and he gets it done.
Yep.
Just like he did last year.
And it's not a cold game either. It's October 15th, so it's not going to, it's not. That's one thing. The Vikings don't have any cold games this year. Green Bay's at home.
October,
we'll get to
right
that.
before Halloween.
And then it's to Detroit. That's in Dome. So it's no
The only one that might be cold is Cincinnati.
That's the only one, yep.
And that's in December. But other than that, I mean, you're
no
right.
cold games.
All right,
which
so
is
Chicago,
big.
we're looking at W, so we're looking at now what, 4-2.
Yep,
That's a great record going into the following week because Monday night we're hosting a very good team in San Francisco on
Monday night,
yeah.
San Francisco. It's a home game though.
ESPN.
So, I don't know. I think after we watch the first game of the season, we'll kind of have a niche for what the teams are going to look like.
Yeah.
Because this is before the season starts, right? The teams could look totally like
we're
different.
talking out of our ass right now.
Good or bad, yeah.
Like you said, I mean, last year we were on it, so who knows? We might be, on it again this year.
That's a tough L, huh? I think that's a tough L. San Francisco's really good.
Yeah, it is.
They beat us last year too, right?
No, they beat us in the playoffs a couple of years ago. We might have played them in the regular season the following year. I don't remember.
2 years ago, we played them in the regular. That was when we didn't have like that good of a record. I think we're like 5-5. That might have been the Zimmer year. I don't know.
They beat us the past couple times.
Though, yeah, and they haven't gotten any worse. They've gotten better. Yeah. They got Christian McCaffrey, so I'll mark that as an L for now. Respectable L.
4-3 right now is the record going into week 8.
Yep, week 8. That's 2 days for Halloween at Green Bay, noon game. So not a cold Lambeau. It might be a little, like chilly, but it won't be cold.
JJ does a lot of gritty in this game. I think it's a W.
Yeah, this is the first game at Green Bay that we had since they kind of demolished us.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I like it.
We didn't have the right cleats that game.
Yeah, I like it. That's a W.
At Atlanta.
Yep.
I'm rooting for Atlanta this year, though.
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota proved me wrong. Kyle Pitts.
Marcus Mariota is not on the team no more. Desmond Ridder's a quarterback. Marcus Mariota is now the backup for Philadelphia.
See, I'm on it.
No, you're good. I just want to make sure that was, stated.
So it's Desmond Ritter throwing the ball?
Desmond Ritter is now the starter. Because
okay.
Did you watch that quarterback series on Netflix?
Marcus
Mariota was on it, and at the end of it, they basically showed and basically stated that he just left the team because he had got benched because they wanted to see Ritter, and he didn't take that well, and then that's why they basically just washed hands with him. So now he's back up for Hurts.
No, yeah, I didn't watch the last 3 episodes. I got to rewatch.
That was basically right when it happened too. But no, it was a good series. If you haven't seen it, quarterback series, you got Kirk Cousins on it. Go check it out.
Yeah, it's great. They have great things of Kirk at his house. They show Mahomes is on there. They got a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you should definitely see. Kirk, dude, I respect Kirk. I respected him already, but a lot more. 100%. He grinds, man.
He grinds, and he got hit a lot last year.
Yeah.
He took some pain. Mm-hmm. So
a couple cuss words in there.
Oh, yeah. All right, what game are we on?
Desmond Ritter, Atlanta's. I still think it's a W.
Yeah.
Hopefully Kyle Pitts has 30 fantasy points though, but it's still a win.
Fantasy, we need him.
What you think?
Saints,
New Orleans, another
coming home.
Game. That's a home game. Yep.
We're doing it.
Last one was at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta. This one's back to U.S. Bank Stadium.
My boy Sean, he's a big Saints fan, and I'm sure I'll be going to the game with him because I told him we're going to the game. So, and we got money on this game too. So already, so yeah, we're gonna make it happen. It's a W.
Camaro will be back in there after suspensions.
Yep. I mean, they got a good running back room. Camaro, that Jamal Williams from I think that's his name from Detroit. He just went there too. He's a dog.
Yep. Jamal Williams. He's awesome. Jamal Williams. I love him. He's always a good energy into the locker room and on the field, and he's a good back too. He punches it in there at the goal line. Still gonna not be the Vikings though at home, unfortunately.
All right, so we're looking at week 11 right now. What is our current record that we got? 6-3. Is that what we're looking at?
4-3.
7-3.
7-3.
7-3. That's a great record right now.
7-3 going. This is keep it time Sunday Night Football.
The next 2 weeks, prime time, back-to-back night games.
Yep, Denver. This is Denver at Denver, prime time.
Yep. Russell Wilson, new coach Sean Payton. We're going to lose this game.
I think Denver is going to be a lot better than last year with Sean Payton.
They will.
Russell Wilson can't have two
back-to-back terrible
years in a row,
be bad
right?
For
Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton's back in there because he was hurt last year. I remember Cortland Sutton kind of had to sit down. I like that as an L. Hopefully it's not, but that's a respectable L against an improved Denver team.
We're being humble on this, on this prediction right now. So I'm liking the record, to be honest with you. I'm liking the way it's flowing through, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
So
you only need 10 wins. We're with about 8 games left. 7-3.
Yeah.
Now this is at Chicago.
W. No, this is home. Monday night.
Yep.
This is the game that I'll be attending already. I got tickets. This will be a W.
Oh, that's an easy W, yeah.
Monday night, U.S.
Going into the bye week, though, both teams will, or at least the Vikings
will have juiced up, coming off a dub,
Bye week 13, they'll get some much needed rest for the. This is kind of a perfect bye this year. It's falling right in that final stretch.
Partyville,
Las Vegas. They call it the Death Star, Allegiant Stadium. That's a 3:05 Central Time game because it's in Vegas.
Jimmy Garoppolo at home.
Yep. Devontae Adams still in the mix. Josh Jacobs still in the mix. I still don't think the Raiders have enough to beat the Vikes. I don't think they do. I still think they're kind of like finding themselves.
Yep. Go into the bye with a W, come out of the bye with a W. You got the team feeling real good, rolling into December,
Mm-hmm. Into the Cincinnati, no time yet for this game because they're probably waiting to flex
Cincy, it. I think they are going to flex it. I could imagine they would flex it just, with the way our schedule's going. They got a good record. I'd imagine Cincy's going to look good, so they're probably going to flex it too, an afternoon, night game. I think we lose this game, too. I think it's, the cold weather is going to shock them because, like you said, we don't got many cold weather games this year, so they're not going to be really too used to it. And I think it's going to shock them, and I'll give us a loss for this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both rosters healthy, I honestly would take the Bengals over ours. They got players, man.
Yep.
And the better, more versatile quarterback. Kurt does great things, but I like that as a respectable L against the Bengals.
Right now we're at 9-5. And we got 3 games left, all within the division. 2 of the 3 are versus Detroit, which is arguably supposed to be the best team in the division this year, according to all the betting odds and all that crap. So, like I said, I don't know how. I understand they had a good year, end of the year, and Jared Goff's cool and all, but like I said, a lot of teams, a lot of people in the NFL, a lot of people around everywhere are just sleeping on the Vikings, and I don't understand why. I mean, I get it, we lost some guys, but
me and Anelly said that one of these 2 games would potentially. I mean, at this rate with this record that we have, both of these games will decide the division. I think if Detroit is as good as people say they are.
If we're 9-5 right now, Detroit's gonna be right around there too.
These are the 2 biggest games this season.
They're definitely gonna matter. Like I said. NFL, the schedule makers, they knew what they were doing because these games are going to matter big time. Even the Green Bay game. I mean, it might not matter for Green Bay, but for us, it's going to be huge. That game and a half, or, for the advantage for the division, absolutely. That's going to be huge.
Because you don't want to play Detroit Week 18 with the division on the line. I mean, that'll be fun, yes, but not for my heart. Right. It won't be fun.
It's going to be a prime game, and how that goes.
They're going to flex the game. They did last year when Green Bay had to win to get in. They flexed that to primetime. But let's just start with the first game, Christmas Eve. You're going to that game, right?
Yep, that game I'll be at.
Well, you can't. If you're there,
Merry Christmas.
If you're there, it can't be.
Merry Christmas to the Vikings fans. We're gonna get a W right the night before Christmas. So
let's do it.
Ho ho ho, motherfuckers.
That would be the best Christmas gift ever if they got to win, dude. I would love it.
Let's do it.
I can't. You make the decision for me. Green Bay, New Year's
Eve. This is what I'm gonna do for these final 3 games, and let's see if you like it. I'm going WWL.
Yeah, I mean it's gotta.
I think we win our last 2 home games, and I think we go in Detroit on our last game, and I think we lose.
Oh yeah, that's at Detroit. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then if we look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
count
6,
them up.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11 wins.
11 and 6. 11 and 6. We were 12-5 last year. 11 and 6 is plenty enough to get you into the playoffs. That is not guaranteed to win you the division, but that is a very good record to win the division.
Hopefully they can win the division and prove us wrong on some of these games. But, I mean, like I said, if Detroit is going to be as good as they think they are, then the last 2 games are going to be super, where Kirk is under pressure, that it's going to be a loud atmosphere. So we'll see.
Realistically, if I want to make a bold prediction, if this is how our schedule is going to play out, I think this final Detroit game is going to determine the division. But I think it's also going to determine who gets home for the first wild card, the game or the wild card playoffs or whatever. Yeah. I think it's going to be a jump to where whoever loses is going to drop down to the lower seed in the playoff bracket.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or not the lowest or whatever, but one of the lower seeds, and then that's when the division is going to come in. We're going to end up playing Detroit again, I think, in the playoffs wild card round.
Oh, I think whoever wins it would have home field advantage.
Yep. So say if the Vikings were to win that final game,
that would be crazy.
It would be in U.S. Bank for the wild card round. Kind of like how it played out a couple of 5, 6, 7 years ago when AP went off or whatever, and Christian Ponder got hurt and Joe Webb had to come in, and he ended up playing in Green Bay in the wild card round and.
I remember that.
It was a long time ago, but
that was probably like 2013,
I realistically
14.
could see that playing a big factor for that last game. That's why they got it scheduled like that. But 11 and 6.
Us agreeing on 11 and 6 is not you guys agreeing on 7 and whatever, or let's say even the diehard Vikings fans who are like, nope, we're going 15-2. Like, there's no way.
Trust me, I definitely wanted to say. So we're being real humble on this podcast right now.
This is to soothe us.
And I realistically, I like it. I mean, we only have
you can't win them all, but
we only have one back-to-back losses in the entire schedule, which is
and good thing is it's at the beginning of the season too. And this Carolina one, like that could very easily be a win.
Yeah, 100%.
So that'd be 12-5, right where we were at last year. kind of a coincidence. 12-5, 11-6. But I'm not disagreeing with it at all. I like it too. Yeah, for being the Tuesday before the Sunday games start, 11-6.
Let's do it.
I don't think we can get much better. Well, I hope we get much better than 11-6.
But I'm happy with it because, like I said, anything over 10 wins is normally 9 times out of 10 you're in the playoffs. So that's when it matters because playoffs is a whole new season.
You never know. You never know what happens in the playoffs.
Super Bowl's in Vegas this year. Maybe the Vikes will so happen to be in Vegas twice this year. Once in December and once in February. You never know.
I don't know if you'd probably go out to Vegas.
100%. You got to. That's once in a lifetime. And that's.
I don't know if
I
will
take out the biggest loan I need to take out and sign my life away if I need to go to Vegas for the Super Bowl if the Vikings are in it. Do not care.
They've never been in it in our lifetime, man.
So,
all right, Super Bowl. Vikes, 11-6.
2023.
They're going to sneak in either wild card or they're going to win the division, but they're going to Vegas this year against whatever team, the Chiefs, whoever, the Bengals,
whoever you want to bring in.
But it don't matter. 11-6 Vikes are going to the Super Bowl. Me and Anelly. Checking back in for the Vikes. Season starts this week, y'all. Let's get it.
Skull.
11-6. Skull Vikes.
Good job.
Let's get it, man. Good job.